snow hammered the forest road, blinding the headlights of Officer Cole's patrol truck. He wasn't supposed to be out here tonight, but Canine Hunter had sensed something. Whining nonstop until Cole finally followed his instincts, what they found in the freezing storm was impossible to ignore. A young woman in a red wedding dress, curled in a wheelchair, shivering so violently her teeth clattered. Her mascara streaked down her cheeks like black rivers. She looked terrified, more than the cold could explain. Hunter approached her slowly, sniffing, then growled toward the dark woods as if danger still lurked nearby. Cole rushed to her side. "Ma'am, what happened? Where's your family?" She choked on her words, gripping her stomach in fear. "Please, don't let them find me." Cole's heart raced. This wasn't an accident. This was a hunt. What he didn't know yet was that the woman he was rescuing wasn't just a fae bride in trouble. She was a billionaire heir, running for her life, and saving her would drag him into a danger far bigger than he imagined. Before we start, make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. And really, I'm curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country name in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. Snow crashed against the windshield like shards of white glass as Officer Cole guided his patrol truck through the forest road. The radio crackled with static, visibility barely 10 feet ahead. It should have been a simple pass through until K9. Hunter suddenly stiffened in the passenger seat. A low growl vibrated from his throat. His ears shot up. Then he barked sharply, pawing the dashboard. "What is it, boy?" Cole asked, slowing the truck. Hunter whined, staring intensely into the swirling snow. Then through the wind a faint sound drifted in. A cry, weak, desperate. Cole jumped out, fighting the icy gusts as Hunter bolted ahead. Nose to the ground. 50 yards in, Cole froze. There, half buried in snow, sat a young woman in a red wedding dress, her wheelchair stuck. Her arms wrapped around herself as she trembled uncontrollably. Her lips were blue, her eyes full of terror. And when Cole approached, she whispered, "Please, don't let them find me." Cole wrapped his jacket around the shivering woman and lifted her into the truck, brushing snow from her tangled hair. Hunter jumped in beside her, sniffing gently, then positioning himself protectively at her feet. "What happened?" Cole asked, cranking up the heater. She stared out the frosted window, breathing unevenly. I didn't run away. I escaped." Cole frowned. "From your wedding?" She nodded, gripping her dress tightly. "They weren't supposed to find me. They'll come. They always come." Her voice cracked as she held her arms tighter around herself. Cole tried to reassure her, but Hunter growled suddenly, turning toward the back window. His fur rose, ears locked in one direction. "What is it, boy?" The woman's eyes widened in fear. "They're here." Cole scanned the snowy forest, but saw nothing, yet Hunter's warning was unmistakable. Something was following them. Something dangerous. Cole shifted the truck into gear. "You're safe with us. We'll get you out of here." But deep down, he wasn't sure that was true. The storm worsened as Cole pushed the truck forward, tires crunching through fresh snow. Hunter wouldn't sit. He paced in the back seat, growling at the dark tree line. The woman trembled, clutching Cole's jacket tighter. Then, without warning, headlights exploded through the blizzard. A black SUV skidded sideways across the narrow road, blocking their path completely. Cole slammed the brakes. Hunter barked violently, teeth bared. Two men stepped out, faces masked, coats heavy, movements precise. These weren't lost travelers. They were trained, prepared. One raised his hand. "Give her back, now." The woman whimpered, shrinking into the seat. "Please don't take me. Please." Cole stepped out slowly, hand near his holster. "You have no legal claim to her." The man laughed. "Legal? You think this is about legal?" The second man circled toward the passenger side. Eyes locked on the woman. Hunter leapt forward, barking so fiercely the windows rattled. The kidnappers hesitated. That hesitation was the only opening Cole needed. "Hold on," he shouted, slamming the truck into reverse as snow exploded beneath the tires. Cole didn't stop driving until the road disappeared behind a curtain of white. He turned sharply onto an old ranger trail and followed it to an abandoned cabin hidden among the pines. The wind howled outside as he carried the woman inside, Hunter staying glued to her side. She shivered uncontrollably, staring into the crackling fireplace Cole had lit. For a long time, she said nothing. Then softly, "My name isn't what I told you." Cole looked up. Hunter lifted his head too, ears twitching. She inhaled shakily. "I'm Elena Cross." Cole froze. The name hit him like ice. The Cross family owned half the state industries, hotels, tech companies. Elena Cross wasn't just wealthy. She was one of the richest young women in the country. "My fiancé didn't love me," she whispered. "He loved the inheritance I was supposed to sign over after the wedding." Her voice cracked. "When I refused, he hired those men to force me home. To make me sign. To control everything." Hunter growled low. Sensing her fear, Cole clenched his jaw. This wasn't a rescue anymore. It was a war they'd walked into unknowingly. Elena flinched at every creak of the old cabin walls, fear twisting her trembling hands. Cole secured the doors and windows, checking his radio. No signal. The storm had swallowed everything. Hunter paced in front of Elena's wheelchair, growling at the slightest movement outside. "They'll find us," she whispered. Cole knelt beside her. "Not before we're ready." But Hunter stiffened, ears up, tail rigid. Someone was near. A loud crunch sounded outside. Then another. Cole moved to the window and saw dark silhouettes approaching through the snow. 3 of them, armed, moving with purpose. "Stay behind me," Cole ordered, drawing his weapon. The door burst open a heartbeat later. One man lunged inside, only to be met by Hunter's explosive charge. The canine slammed him to the ground, teeth locked onto his arm. Another man rushed Elena, grabbing her wheelchair, but she screamed. And Cole fired a warning shot that sent him stumbling back. Hunter didn't hesitate. He launched again, tackling the attacker before his hands could reach her. The fight wasn't over, but Hunter had just evened the odds. Backup finally arrived once the storm broke. Red and blue lights cutting through the night as officers swarmed the cabin. The kidnappers were dragged out in cuffs, shouting threats that no longer held power. Elena watched them being taken away, her hands trembling, this time from relief. Not fear. Hunter trotted back to her side, chest rising proudly, muzzle dusted with snow. She reached out and touched his fur, tears slipping down her cheeks. You saved me," she whispered. Cole stood beside her, exhausted but steady. Hunter doesn't fail the people he protects. At the hospital later, Elena requested a private moment with Cole. She looked almost small in the bed. Dwarfed by wealth she never asked for. My family turned their backs when I refused the marriage, she said quietly. But you didn't even know who I was, and you still risked everything. Cole shook his head. Anyone would have done the same. No, she said, voice firm. Not anyone, you. Days later, Elena donated a massive fund to the police K9 unit and made one request: to see Hunter again. When he entered, her smile returned. You didn't just save my life, she whispered, stroking his head. You gave it back to me.